to the earth. Feeling the connection of the roots growing down through the body into the feet and out the feet into the earth. And rising up through the legs, through the lower spine, through the lower energy of the lotus, through the element of earth, water. Now coming to the area of the navel, a little bit above, the energy lotus behind, in front of the spine and the Sushumna of Manipura, the element of fire. Just taking a moment to direct the mind to this area. This place of self-empowerment, transformation. And the mudra to the element of fire is coming in, and I'll come a little bit closer just to show you. So feeling the the Surya mudra, the ring finger comes down and the thumb folds over top. And this is the mudra, Surya, the sun, connecting to the fire. Allowing the hands to face forward. Just noticing the fire element connecting to massaging the movement of the diaphragm. As the diaphragm moves, it nourishes the digestive system. So you might even notice the quality of ujjayi breath coming in. And you can feel how the breath is drawn a little bit more to the back of the throat when the muscles on the side of the throat, the glottis muscles, are gently activated. And if having an awareness of not feeling that breath, you can always take an exhalation and make the ha sound, and you'll feel the glottis muscles activating. And you can do that a couple times just to create a relationship with it. Activating those muscles to feel the breath of Ujjayi, the victorious breath. Just feeling the sensations of the breath drawing towards the back of the throat, creating energy, enlivening the sun, the fire. Might feel the seed sound being called in as you're standing here in awareness of connection through the mind's eye inward. And that seed sound of ram or rang, wanting to give an option if you want to come down into chair pose. And even as you inhale, exhale, bringing the seat sound, rang, as you draw the arms back, invigorating through the Manipura chakra. Rang. Feeling the Ujjayi breath. You might just want to stand in mountain. You might even pause in chair and feel the igniting, that purifying effect. The fire, the quality of transformation. And once you're done, just pausing and offering a little bit of the jostling that we've been playing with in the standing, so you can feel it, a little bit of a different plane of motion. Knowing if you want to blow out, you feel too much heat, blowing the breath out the mouth, either in a pursed lip or just exhaling, will help to release some of the heat. And then we're just going to go into some swinging twists. Feeling if Ujjayi breath wants to come in, a little bit of tapping around the rib cage, letting the arms fold across the upper belly, feeling your internal space. Sometimes when you're doing this, you might even feel a little bit more of an invigorating breath, a very slight breath of fire, blowing a breath out the nose or out the mouth, coming to each side. And then pausing, you might feel the jostling again, seeing if any sweeping needs to come in or a little bit of flicking through the body, always doing that with intention. I'm going to go into warrior 1 and then warrior 3. So as you find your place, choosing one end of the mat to orientate towards, and you choose the foot that wants to step forward, allowing the feet to be parallel as you step the other foot back anywhere from 3 to 3.5 feet, and feeling warrior 1, the hips facing forward, the opening. You might feel the palms of the hands facing forward, feeling the connection of the heart chakra emanating through. You might allow the hands to interlace behind you, feeling the opening of the front body, that inner space of the lotus. And when you feel ready, whether the arms want to stay interlaced or the hands at the hips or reaching forward, coming into Virabhajasana 3, reaching energy out through the crown of your head and out through the foot. Feeling that line of energy through your whole body. Then you might come and see if you can just stand up and bring the leg forward. That was up in the air. And then maybe out to the side. And back forward again. And then release. And then we're going to flow into the other side, into warrior one, stepping your foot back, feeling the connection forward. Just going to bring in a little bit of a different arm flow, starting in cactus here. I'll just face forward for this one. And being a little bit more dynamic as we exhale, and then inhale, bringing the arms up. Exhale down. Cactus arm. Can feel the front leg straighten if you choose when the arms come up. Exhale down, front knee bends. Just flowing back and forth. A little bit more of a dynamic warrior one. And then when you're ready, pausing, feeling the relationship of the arms, connecting forward, going into warrior three. And then allowing your leg that it was extended back to come forward. You can go out to the side. If you want to challenge yourself, you can even kick it forward, bring it back, shake it out. Going to bring in breath to open and enliven the heat, the Pingala, the Surya, the sun of the third chakra. It's called the breath of joy. Just remember, if any of the pranayama that we do, if it's too much, just lie down, put your legs up, rest. Okay, so the three aspects of the breath connect with movements of the breath and then the arms. So we'll start with the breath. It's 3 sips of inhale. And then you exhale, fold forward, let it out the mouth. Purse lip breath. And then you inhale again. And you do 3 sips of air through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, bend forward. The arm movement that goes with it is coming and bringing the hands in Pushan or Pushpura Mudra, also connecting to the third chakra. So you take 1 sip of inhale through the nose here, another sip as you offer this energy out into the world, then coming back to yourself and bringing it up into consciousness, and then exhale, letting it go. So it's an inhale, hands opening up and offering at heart. Inhale, open up. Inhale, back together and up, and letting go. Inhale, heart, open up and up, and let go. Feeling that exhale. When the arms sweep down, feel like you're letting go what's not needed. Taking a moment to feel the body. You might pause just partway down. Just seeing if there's any obstacles or anything that's in the way or holding on in the third chakra. So there might be a holding on of the ego, there might be an aspect of the consciousness that is grasping. And as you feel that, we're just going to chop that away before we come down. So we're just going to interlace the fingers. You're going to bring whatever you want to let go of, to release, to purify in the third chakra. You're going to inhale and then you're going to exhale, almost like you're bringing down your aspect of like a sword or a mace, and you're chopping it away with that sound of bringing it up. And exhale. You can feel it chopping. A moment to come down. You might come through squat again, or just bend the knees and bring them down. You might pause in a seated. You might pause in child's pose for a moment. Just taking some time here. Noticing if there's too much heat or too much energy, blowing it out the mouth. Just feeling that you're releasing some of the heat. Feeling the connection back to the earth again. Feel ready. Just take a moment to lie down on your back, or you can lie down on your belly if that feels better. Might just place the hands on the body. Noticing the effects of the practice so far. You need any cooling energy or elements of the water. Move down into the second chakra. You can bring a little supine twist in, so the arms can be out to the side. You can have your feet the width of the mat, and allowing the legs to release to one side. Maybe the head comes as well. You might even feel that upper area of the belly gathering as the rib cage, just creating a container around the third energy center. And when you're ready, bringing the legs back to center with the head and then flowing the other side. Feeling the ribs gather on the exhalation in the front body. That abdomen, upper abdomen area. Just noticing that soft container through the front of the body that helps to create a gentle container to the lotus in front of the spine. Just flowing a couple more times to each side. Just going to roll onto the belly when you're ready. Allowing your toes to tuck under and the hands to come towards the top of the mat, and just let the forehead rest on the back of the hands. And you might come into playing with a little jostling, feeling the connection of the body and the third energy center towards the earth. And we're going to root to rise up into Shalambhasana. You're going to let the arms, when you're ready, come down beside you. Sometimes the index and the thumb want to come under the front of the thighs. And as you exhale, feeling the lower abdomen, the pubic bone, the lower abdomen, the belly button, and then the upper abdomen pressing into the floor. And as you press down into the floor, reach the sit bones, the ischial tuberosities towards your feet, and allow the torso and the head and the legs to gently float up, reaching forward through the top of the skull and out through the feet. And then slowly lower down. Coming in to feel that root to rise as you exhale, rooting the pubic bone, the lower belly, the belly button, the upper belly into the floor, allowing the torso and the head to lift and lengthen, but maybe the legs float up as well, or they stay on the floor. Hold for as many breaths as you want. Coming down, releasing. Trying one more time. Rooting down to see what wants to rise up. And releasing down. The arms can come back up. The shins and the feet can lift. The head can even turn to the side as you allow the shins and the feet and the hips to flow from left to right, just bringing in a little fluidity. And if the head was turned to one side, just let it flow the other way. A moment to pause in stillness, just checking in to see how you feel. Always notice if you're being guided to any movements or longer pauses. Follow that. You're going to press the hands underneath us. You might even come up into a cobra or a sphinx, or just come up and just find child's pose for a minute to just let the spine go into flexion. And then rising up to a few movements of spinal waves, cat cow, to realign the flow of energy through the spine. Exhale, allowing the hands or the forearms to push the floor away as the back rounds up towards sky, and then the sit bones lift, the pubic bone, the back arches towards earth. And just flowing through that rounding up, and releasing into extension. Belly releases to the floor, heart, gentle gaze forward. And then just want to bring in a circular energy that's being called in. So we bend the elbows here, and we're going to circle around the body. So the elbows bend as you go into extension, and you circle around like you're drawing a circle around the body, extending from the area of the upper belly, Manipura, that lotus. And then flowing the other direction, circling around. And one other movement here is just pausing, and you're going to look towards the right hip. So you're going to exhale, and you're going to bring the right hip around as you look towards the right hip. So just feeling a little compression on the right side of the organ, ascending colon, the liver, and then back to center with the head and the hips. And then exhale, bringing the hips and the head around to gentle compression, the left side of the organs, or to the stomach, the pancreas, and the descending colon. You might want to do that one more time each side. And feeling that transverse assimilation through the colon. And as you complete that, just pause. You might pause in child's pose. My body's just asking me to sit up, but you can just take a moment. And if you need a little bit of release through the wrists, do so. Shaking them out, flicking them, sweeping energy. Taking a moment of pause. Just wanting to bring in one other pose that's being called to be brought in, and I'm going to sit facing you so it's a little bit easier to see as we feel the knees bent. And you can choose here if a block is being called in to squeeze in between the thighs, and then you feel the knees and the feet at parallel. And so one thing when we go into this, the pelvis is going to want to posterior tilt back. So I want you to keep lifting through the third energy center forward, keeping the string of the heart lifted, the third energy center lifted, the arms coming forward. So if you exhale and you come back and you gently squeeze the block, you've got a nice strong pelvis. The arms are here, reaching out through the arms, that expression of the heart. And you might exhale and just bring the torso over, looking off towards the right. Inhale back to center, and then exhale to the left, and inhale back to center. Come up and pause, and let the body round. Take a moment. And you might go into that same awareness of coming back, being the pelvis lifted, squeezing, and you might even feel the hands coming to the back of the thighs, drawing back through the legs and lifting. Maybe the shins up. If not, the shins stay down on the floor. You can just feel the arms here, extended out in front or here. Squeezing the block. Coming back down, pausing. And we're just going to come and sit for a moment. I just want to bring in the other mudra for the third chakra. And I want to show it sitting up. So if you choose to, you can take it down on the floor. But just want to bring it in. So you're going to connect the index and the thumb, bringing the index and the thumb to touch. Then the middle finger touches and the ring and the pinky curl into the palm of the hand. So you have index and thumb touching, they come to touch, and the middle finger touches. And the ring and the pinky curling into the palm of the hand. So if you're seated, you can touch this gesture gently at the height of the solar plex. If you choose, you can lie down and have the hand gesture, the mudra, resting on the solar plex, noticing if you need any support under your elbows. If you lie on your back and rest the mudra on top of the solar plex. We're just going to take a moment to pause here. The core quality of Vajra mudra, the gesture of the diamond for balancing the third chakra, is self-empowerment. The jewel, the city of the jewels. Notice this clarifying of our life purpose and this manifesting. The balancing of this inflated sense of ego. Our feeling of self-esteem, self-worth. Sometimes when trauma touches us, we feel the shadow quality of shame. And this gesture helps to direct the breath and the energy to the third chakra, awakening this inner diamond of energy and vitality, this empowerment. Massaging the digestive organs, allows the breath to move through the diaphragm, also nourishing the mid back area, massaging the back. The affirmation, that couple options that are coming in: I honor the power within me. My inner jewel shines brightly, empowering me to manifest my life's vision. My inner jewel shines brightly, empowering me to manifest my life vision. You hold the gesture for as long as you wish, and then just let it go and check in to see if there's any other movement that is needed and how you wish to rest. Maybe with legs up the wall, maybe with knees bent, maybe with a bolster or support. The piece that has been called in to be shared, not have the author. Remember that you are earth, ground, give, build, and heal. Remember that you are water, cry, cleanse, flow, let go. Remember that you are fire, burn, tame, adapt, ignite. Remember that you are air, observe, breathe, focus, decide. Remember that you are spirit, connect, listen, know, be still. Taking a moment here to feel the journey so far through your first, second, and third chakra. Any insights that are rising for you. Taking one more minute here. Feeling this energetic container that we created around us this morning. Noticing how in the third chakra we have this power to create boundaries around ourselves when needed. And so, this container, as we go to move into a longer break, noticing as you move out into the world, if you need to reaffirm that container, being kind and gentle with self, being that awareness of the heart chakra, that your timing, slowly awakening, bringing some movement in, and rolling over to one side and sitting up. And the sense that is connected with this chakra is sight. So just wanted to offer some nourishment to the eyes, maybe if they've been grasping or reaching out towards life and the manifestation of the universe, to soften them, to draw them in, to be able to receive. And so one of the tools for that is palming. So just bringing the hands together, rubbing them together. You can keep the fingers together or the hands separated and the fingers separated, and just rubbing, creating some heat, some energy. And then when you place the hands over the eyes, you put the heel of the hand on the cheekbone And the palm of the hand cups the eyes, so we have no direct pressure pushing on the eye socket, just around it, on the cheekbone, around the eyes, the forehead. Just allowing yourself to receive that awareness of compassion and love through the extension of the heart, through the arms, through the hands, into the eyes. Notice as you move through your break, if your eyes are reaching or grasping outward, or how does it feel when you soften the eyes and allow the image of what you're looking at to be received towards the eye? Just inviting in a few more breaths to receive this nourishment to the eyes. And then letting them go. It was a pleasure to journey last night and this morning with you. And you're going to be going on a break, and Farah is going to be coming in for the afternoon, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. So just let me know if there's anything specific you want me to write in the chat before I sign off. I will put the two mudras in the chat as well. But if there's anything else that you want me to have clarity around or ask me, feel free. I just wanted to end just extending out the arm, just offering a hug. Just taking a moment just to feel the support of the group. And then just extending the arms out again and just bringing the other arm on top. You exhale. And I offer this nourishment to you, and I receive it to myself. So we will be on break for an hour, and so you'll be coming back at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time.